Hi, this is Justin Wheeler, and in this video we're talking a little bit about content vortex, which is a new concept to me and one I hadn't heard of. We've all heard of spinning and spinning content, and it's something that never works. I mean, people say it works, and you spin your content and you come up with a load of rubbish that doesn't make any sense. Now what these guys have done is they've come up with an idea where your website automatically spins itself with content every 1 to 31 days. Now why this is interesting is that what it's doing is it's giving Google fresh content every 30 days, or every 31 days, which is one of the things that Google say that they want to see. It's also one of the things that can be quite problematic. I mean, if you have an old website, an old review site, for example, and you're not, you tend to leave those sites and not do very much with it. But your content is getting stale and it's getting sort of becoming quite old as far as the search engines are concerned. So whilst there are various different ways in which you can use this. Now, obviously, there is a sort of fairly black hat kind of way, and I don't really think that black hat is a good idea. But I think there are some clever ways in which you can use this in what I would call a sort of light grey way. And I'm going to show you this on one of my websites in one moment. But anyway, this is the download page. I've been given a review copy of this, and I'm probably going to buy a copy. But there's personal edition, supreme edition, and a consultant edition. And if we scroll down this page, there's a couple of bonuses on here as well. There's 3 PDFs, I think they are. Now, I have to open them up in other windows, you can see what they are. This is the instruction guide for Content Vortex, how you set up a post. And these are the 3 bonuses. Installing a simple little app for other people, how you can make money installing something. So you could, for example, I think the idea is that you install Content Vortex for clients if you get one of the upsells. Now the other one is Quick Cache, Ultimate Guide to Keyword Research. I can't stand these covers, but there we go. And the final one is how to optimize any YouTube video for top rankings. And there's some good content in here actually. And so I quite like that. But anyway, let's now go and have a look inside one of my websites, and I'm going to show you how I would be using Content Vortex. Okay, so this is inside my review site for Easy Video Player, which I did about 3 years ago, I think, 3.5 years ago. And it was a profitable website for quite a long time. But it's disappeared from the search engines, from the search results, and it was in the top 3, and now it's on page 750 or something. So it's disappeared completely. I'm not totally sure why that's happened. It wasn't one that had a lot of dodgy backlinks done to it. I think I probably had some done. This was when I was first starting out, or wasn't my first starting out, when I was experimenting more with SEO. And so I think you may have had some backlinks done. I think I tried SE Nuke and a couple of other programs like that for a while. Since then I've completely and totally left those behind. Okay, so this is the website, Easy Video Player Review and Bonus, in-depth review and exclusive EVP package. Let's go back and look at the board. You see 21 posts, 16 pages, 10 comments. It's a fairly old site. I tend not to have done very much. When it first dropped off the search engines, I created a couple of new posts, but I've done nothing really since then. So how I think Content Vortex could be used, I think it could just be great for creating new content or updating the current content. So let's go and have a look inside the Content Vortex section. And you'll see in the posting instructions from the PDF are also here. And you can see it again in the post article. So, for example, Easy Video Suite is coming soon. Let's paste in this blog post to make it a bit easier. So let's say the next version of Easy Video Players in the pipeline we're going to be launching in July, which is called Easy Video Suite. Now the way that I would use this is I wouldn't be doing hardcore content spinning, but I would make some changes to it. So Easy Video Suite, the long-awaited version for Easy Video Player. So I might change that for Easy Video Suite to Easy Video Player 3.0 to be called Easy Video Suite. So it's a whole sentence. In fact, it's a spun sentence. And I can just replace sentences, and it would still make complete and total sense. And then it will give me sort of updated content that's being released on a sort of regular basis. So let's go and publish this now. So let's go and I'm going to pause this and I'm going to make a couple of changes to it and I'll come back. And so here you have it. You can see I've made a few changes to it. And this is I've really pretty much spun at the sentence level, and so it will make complete sense every time it's spun. So that's some of the things that I have done, and I haven't spent all that time doing this. So let's go and now submit the article, or preview it. Here we go. Let's preview the article first. Yes, there we go. That all reads fine. And then I can add links if I wanted to here, and videos, which I'll come back and do later. So I can now submit this post, and you will see that a new post has been submitted. We'll see here history. Easy Video Suite is coming soon. So it's there. I can make edits to it. I can delete it. I can view it. And then history updates will show what's gone on in the past. Now if I now go back and look at the website, Easy Video Player Review and Bonus, and you'll see down here, Easy Video Suite is coming soon. So you'll see that new post. Now that new post is going to be resent every 30 days. And this is why I think it's sort of quite powerful, because you can then have your content sort of be reissued every 30 days on a sort of random kind of basis. And so you've got new content coming all the time into what is effectively a site that would normally say stagnant, and that should have a positive impact on the search engines. So I'm quite excited by the concept of this, used within certain parameters. So I think it's definitely worth the amount of money they're selling it for, which I think is some $10 or thereabouts, with a couple of upsells. So I think it's worth trying. I wouldn't necessarily put it into any of your most serious sites, but I'm definitely going to have it on this Easy Video Player Review and Bonus site, and see whether it does make any difference to my search engine results for that site, because it's a good quality site. Actually, I've seen a lot of the other bonus sites out there, and I think this is one of the better ones. It's also one of the better review sites. It's something more honoured, I think, than some of the others. So I think that it'll be interesting to see what happens. And for $10 and the sort of 4 or 5 hours that I'm going to spend testing this, it's not going to. It's going to be worthwhile, because it could have a major impact. What I wouldn't end up doing is doing spun content that doesn't make any sense, because ultimately what you want with a website, and what is so important now, is that your websites make sense to people who are reading them, and people who are reading them want to get involved with them, if that makes sense. And then then they share those articles with social media, and then hopefully there's a social media spiral effect, which can be enhanced things like our viral bait plugin. But I think that it's worthwhile checking this out and testing this out. So I'll be interested to see what happens with this, and I give it a recommendation. It's an interesting concept. So there we go, $9.95. I think it's costing for the front-end version. There are 2 upsells which give you the Supreme Edition and the Consultant Edition. I think that if this is something that you can see wanting to offer to clients or to others, it may well be something you may want to invest in. But the front-end edition, I think, is certainly worthwhile getting a copy of. I know that I will be buying a copy rather than just a review copy. I don't know 100% sure if I get one of the other editions. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found this little review useful. Thank you.